This is the Polar H10, a heart rate sensor known for its high accuracy and reliability. It is often used by athletes and fitness enthusiasts to monitor their heart rate during training sessions. On the other hand, this is the CMF Watch 3 Pro, a versatile smartwatch equipped with multiple features beyond just heart rate monitoring, including activity tracking, notifications, and more. While both devices are priced at approximately the same level, they are fundamentally different in terms of functionality and design. When it comes to heart rate measurement, however, the differences are significant, and they are certainly not comparable in terms of precision or purpose. Heart rate monitors have become indispensable devices for a wide range of users, including fitness enthusiasts, professional athletes, and individuals who wish to closely track and manage their overall health. These devices provide valuable insights into cardiovascular performance, exercise intensity, and general wellness. Chest heart rate monitors function by using electrodes that are placed directly against the skin to detect the electrical signals generated by the heart with each beat. Because this method closely mirrors the way medical-grade equipment measures heart activity, chest monitors are widely regarded as highly accurate and reliable. As a result, they are often the preferred choice for athletes and serious trainers who require precise real-time heart rate data during high-intensity workouts or competitive training sessions. In contrast, wrist-based heart rate monitors rely on optical sensors that shine light into the skin and measure changes in blood flow to estimate heart rate. This technology allows the monitors to be integrated into watches or fitness bands, making them far more convenient and comfortable for continuous all-day wear. Wrist monitors are especially popular among casual exercisers and individuals who want an easy, non-intrusive way to monitor their heart rate during daily activities and light to moderate exercise. Although chest heart rate monitors are generally favored for their superior accuracy, wrist heart rate monitors are often chosen for their ease of use, comfort, and versatility. Ultimately, selecting the most suitable type of heart rate monitor depends on individual needs and priorities, such as whether precision in data collection or convenience and comfort in everyday use are more important. If you regularly engage in a variety of sports and training activities where precise heart rate measurements plays a crucial role in evaluating performance and managing workout intensity, it is reasonable to question whether the heart rate data provided by the CMF Watch 3 Pro can be considered dependable. Given that the Polar H10 chest strap is widely recognized as one of the most accurate heart rate monitoring devices available, and often regarded as an industry benchmark, an important consideration is how closely the CMF Watch 3 Pro can match its level of accuracy. With this in mind, I wanted to determine whether the CMF Watch 3 Pro could be used as a standalone device during my cycling sessions without the need for an external chest strap. To answer this question, I carried out a direct comparison between the two devices, testing the heart rate readings from the Polar H10 against those recorded by the CMF Watch 3 Pro during the same cycling workout. This was the configuration I used for the test. I trained indoors using my smart trainer, which allowed me to precisely control resistance and power output throughout the workout. On my left wrist, I wore the CMF Watch 3 Pro to record heart rate data during its built-in optical sensor, while on my chest, I secured the Polar H10 heart rate monitor to capture reference measurements based on electrical heart signals. To recreate a realistic and demanding training session that would place me in multiple heart rate zones, I selected a structured workout designed to include a combination of steady, sustained power efforts as well as short, high-intensity bursts that mimic explosive movements such as sprints. For this purpose, I used the MyWhoosh application, which provides controlled indoor cycling workouts with varying intensity levels. With all devices properly positioned and the training scenario set up, everything was ready and I began the test. Before presenting the results of the comparison, it is important to clarify my expectation from the outset. I am fully aware that a wrist-based smartwatch, which relies on optical sensors, cannot realistically match the level of accuracy provided by a chest-mounted heart rate monitor. From the very beginning of this test, I assumed that the Polar H10 would outperform the CMF Watch 3 Pro, as chest straps are widely recognized for delivering more precise and responsive heart rate measurements. However, the main objective of this comparison was not to determine which device will win, but rather to understand the extent of the difference between them. What I wanted to discover was the actual performance gap between these two devices in real training conditions. How significant is the delta in heart rate readings? How closely can the CMF Watch 3 Pro track the data produced by a reference device like the Polar H10? Most importantly, based on this difference, can the CMF Watch 3 Pro be used on its own with enough confidence to ensure that my training intensity and heart rate zones are accurate and effective? After completing the workout, I exported the heart rate recordings from both devices in order to perform a detailed comparison. During this analysis, it quickly became apparent that the data recorded by the CMF Watch 3 Pro contained numerous irregular and unexpected values. Because these readings did not appear to correspond to the actual training intensity at those moments, I decided to clean the dataset before proceeding with any meaningful comparison. This involved filtering out clearly abnormal values and retaining only those readings that seemed psychologically plausible and consistent with the effort being performed at a given time. It remains unclear whether these weird values were caused by the watch itself, limitations in the measurement process, or issues related to the data export method. Adding to the complexity, the workout recorded with the CMF Watch 3 Pro was not automatically uploaded to Strava, possibly due to the fact that it was an indoor session without GPS data. As a result, I had to use an alternative approach and export the heart rate information through Apple Health instead. Once all the data had been cleaned and consolidated, I compared the two heart rate datasets side by side. To better visualize the differences and identify overall trends, I created a chart that allowed me to assess the results holistically and clearly understand the extent of the discrepancies between the two devices. If you are looking for a brief and straightforward conclusion, the answer will be no. The CMF Watch 3 Pro cannot be fully relied upon as a primary device for structured training. However, this simplified response does not capture the full picture, and the more accurate explanation requires additional context. The suitability of the CMF Watch 3 Pro largely depends on the type of workout you are performing and the level of precision you require. For example, during Zone 2 training sessions, where the goal is to maintain a relatively steady effort and a consistent heart rate over an extended period of time, the CMF Watch 3 Pro can perform reasonably well. In these scenarios, heart rate changes are gradual and predictable, which allows the smartwatch's optical sensor to provide readings that are generally accurate enough for maintaining the desired training zone. On the other hand, if your training involves high-intensity efforts such as sprints, climbs, or interval workouts, where heart rate fluctuates rapidly and frequently, the limitations of the CMF Watch 3 Pro become more apparent. In these situations, the watch may struggle to track sudden increases and decreases in heart rate with sufficient speed and accuracy. As a result, the data it provides cannot be considered consistently reliable for workouts that demand precise, real-time heart rate feedback. The discrepancy between the heart rate readings of the two devices is significant and cannot be overlooked. In several instances, the differences exceeded 15 beats per minute, and there were even moments when the gap grew to more than 20 beats per minute. A variation of this magnitude is far too large to be considered acceptable, especially in the context of structured training where accurate heart rate data is essential. When closely examining the data recorded by the CMF Watch 3 Pro, I also noticed numerous readings that appeared incorrect or inconsistent and did not align with the actual effort being performed. Based on this observation, my conclusion is clear. I cannot confidently rely on the CMF Watch 3 Pro as a primary device for guiding and evaluating my workouts, as the level of inaccuracy introduces too much uncertainty into the training process. Thank you for watching, and till the next time, let's spin the wheels.